And now, I bring you up front with a story, and we'll just play out those pictures right now itself, that sums up the attitude of your netas towards you. In Hyderabad's largest hospital, a poor patient was asked for a ₹100 bribe to use a wheelchair. When he said no, he was denied a wheelchair, so he had to depend upon a child's tricycle to reach the ward. Some obviously beneficent soul gave him a tricycle. Say, okay, you're not getting the hospital mandated wheelchair, so here, we give you this, make your way through the hospital, and look at him. He was denied dignity. Why? Because he didn't have ₹100. Just look at the manner in which this hospital undermined the dignity of an honest citizen. It could be you tomorrow. Remember that. This story, wherever you are in this country, should make you or force you to ask questions of your leadership. You pay your taxes, you respect the laws, and you don't get dignity. At the end of the day, what all do we want as normal, tax-paying, honest citizens? We want a shred of dignity. We don't want it to be stripped. People around him were laughing. They thought it was a big joke. This poor man, sick as he was humiliated. He came to the hospital to be cured, but got dollops of apathy, disrespect, disregard, and indignity. How shameful. And this in a state where the chief minister is donating gold to propitiate the gods. Will gods forgive him for treating his citizenry like this? Those are the questions that we need to ask. Will any god, you can make as much donation you want to these gods. You will not appease them if you treat the citizens like this. Humiliate them. God treats everyone equally. Clearly in the state of Telangana, the chief minister does not. Here are some hard facts up front. In this same hospital, another patient died in Hyderabad Chest Hospital after oxygen supply was removed because he didn't have ₹150. This is the hospital that denied a wheelchair to a man who could not walk because he didn't have ₹100. What does that say? The Hyderabad High Court, hard fact 2, has show cause Telangana government on a plea that money be recovered from chief minister of his splurge at various temples. This is the state. Chief minister goes, he thinks he's going to get goodwill from gods because he donates crores worth of jewelry, but then comes out and disrespects God and his service to God by treating the citizens like that. Think about it, and I want to ask these questions tonight of Bejon Mishra, consumer rights activist, and Bhanu Prasad, MLC of the TRS, the Telangana Rashtra Society. Mr. Bhanu Prasad Samiti, Bhanu Prasad?
Rashtra Samiti.
Mr. Bhanu Prasad.
Yes.
Tell me, sir, your chief minister donates so much gold to win the favor of the gods. What blessings is he going to get, sir, when he heaps insults and indignity upon the common people? Just show those pictures, actually. Just show those pictures. Just see these pictures, Mr. Bhanu Prasad. What goes through your mind when you see these pictures? Tell me. Does it make you happy?
Actually, first thing, yes, Mr.
Does it make you happy?
Let me respond.
Does it make you proud? Mr. Bhanu Prasad, does it make you proud?
Yeah, let me respond to this, Mr. Rahul.
Yeah.
Actually, whatever happened is an unfortunate thing. Whatever has happened in Gandhi Hospital, we will not support that. But every day, not less than 500 to 600 patients visit Gandhi Hospital. Why none of the other patients have faced this problem? Why this particular Raju has faced this problem? Let us inquire about that.
Inquire?
Definitely. Maybe one of the attendants might have created
Sir,
this
why don't you
problem.
believe this man?
will
Do you
not
think
blame
anyone
anyone.
would ridicule themselves, sir,
one of the
and
attendant-
sit on a tricycle and go through a hospital and risk being laughed at as he was? Look at the spectacle that is unfolding.
From there he got the tricycle. From there he got the tricycle.
So are you saying that this man
in
is...
the hospital?
Because, sir, somebody had come there
Ra-
with a young child, and the child had his tricycle,
What I'm
and they
saying
said,
is- what I'm
here,
saying is,
take it.
When hundreds of people, when hundreds of people are visiting the
No, you forget about the
same
tricycle. Yeah.
hospital in every day,
Oh God, sir, you're suspecting the motives of this man.
but none of the other
So tell me,
patients
sir,
have ever
then tell
complained
me,
about this.
let me acquaint you with hard
have-
fact one.
you are
150
complaining about
rupees
our,
is what a man wanted for a breath of life, and 150 rupees he didn't have, so you took off his oxygen. That also happened. Now you telling me that that person wanted to commit assisted suicide?
No.
Come on, sir, there's a problem in this hospital. There's a problem with your mindset.
Yeah, I'm responding. Let me respond. Actually, in last 3 years, when we came to power, when our leader KCR started leading this country, this state, actually we have spent maximum amount on medical and health, and we are coming with 3 new
I can see it.
super specialty hospitals in Hyderabad.
I can see
We are
that.
getting 3 new super specialty.
Can I ask you,
hospitals
sir?
in Hyderabad. We have spent.
Can I ask
we
you?
have spent not.
Sir,
even in
is
the
it
last
true?
Few decades.
Is
we
it
have
true,
never
sir,
spent
that you're going to
such
be
an
staying in a
amount,
house
such an
worth
amount
1 crore
for each and
because your
every
chief
bed?
minister said
we have
that he's going to
increased-
reward
we have
each one of the
increased money
MLAs of
for-
the
we have
state of
increased money
Telangana
for
with a house that
patient
costs
for,
1 crore? I'm
buying
asking
of
you. No,
medicines.
sir, 1 second. Answer my
Buying
questions.
medicines, we have
Bhanu
allocated
Prasad,
budget,
Mr.
and
Bhanu
this year-
Prasad, please answer my
this year we have
question. I
allocated
beg you.
budget of about
I beg you to answer my question, Mr.
5,976
Bhanu
crores.
Prasad. Is it true that you're going to be staying in a house
tell me.
worth 1 crore because the chief minister has decided to construct a house for all MLAs of Telangana? Is it true?
It's true. I'm
It's
saying
true.
you. But at the same time, we are spending 5,976 crores. We are spending 5,976 crores.
People of your
on
state live in
medical and health
shacks. You're going to live in a
department.
crore worth,
We are
a
also
house worth a
constructing
crore.
three modern super specialty
Sir,
hospitals in Hyderabad.
Sir,
And
naturally,
we are spending about 15,000.
you are a VVIP, sir. You're so
each
above.
bed.
You're so above the others you serve. You don't even notice their problems. That's the
No,
problem.
you
If you were
you
living
just-
amongst
you
your
just
people
can't- See,
in
see,
ordinary
Mr. Rahul,
houses,
see, Mr. Rahul,
facing the
you
realities
can't
that we
claim
people
that.
face
You
as
can't claim
tax-paying
that.
honest
We can't
citizens,
change
you
the
will not
system
be
in 2
talking
years.
like this. And I want to
We
bring
are
in,
ruling this
no, I
country.
want to
We
bring
are
in,
ruling this state.
I want to bring in
Telangana
Bejon
state is
Mishra,
only
consumer
2.5
rights
years old
activist,
state.
because he works
This is the
in
youngest
this
state of
field.
India.
Mr.
It's the
Bejon
youngest
Mishra, what do
state
you think
India.
of this man?
And still we are spending a lot of money on
Tell me.
health and hospitals.
Rahul, it is shameful, utter shameful. It is utter shameful that this gentleman who is representing that political party, instead of apologizing, instead of trying to figure out how wheelchairs can be made available, he is trying to protect himself and he's trying to defend himself by saying that it's a designed activity by a patient who needed a wheelchair. How shameful these leaders can be. You see, today, Rahul, what I want to tell you is that what does a wheelchair
See, first
cost
of all,
to the
I never
government?
said that.
And you have very rightly said they will spend crores of taxpayers' money. They will pay crores of taxpayers' money in donating gold. They will pay crores of rupees taxpayers' money in building their own bungalows
Yeah.
and villas and their vehicles and their amenities and facilities. But they will not bother about a wheelchair, about a stretcher being made available to a patient in terms of in abundance so that nobody has to take a tricycle to move around. I mean, instead of trying to come on, publicly and saying that we are sorry, we will make sure that the wheelchairs are made available tomorrow in umpteen numbers, and there is no shortage of wheelchair and stretchers in the hospitals in Hyderabad or in Telangana.
Let me
Instead of
tell you-
saying that and promising that to the citizens.
A
he's
news
trying to defend himself.
a news website
He should be. He should be
called
ashamed.
TNM.
He
No,
should
no,
not be made
listen to this.
speak. You should not be made to speak.
Dr. Bejon
He
Mishra,
should not be
listen
allowed
to
to
this,
speak.
sir. Listen to
You
this,
should
sir.
not be
This will
allowed to
shock you
speak.
even more.
You
And I
are-
want to bring
you
this
are-
fact up front. Listen to this fact. It'll shock you. A news report produced in TNM website, March 15th, 2017, sir. not very many days back. Let me tell you. Suggests that this is a common phenomena as senior doctors leave the hospital around 2 p.m. and junior doctors are unable to exert their authority over the ward boys. Okay. Speaking on condition of anonymity to TNM, a senior doctor from the state-run Gandhi Hospital said, and I quote, "Most of the work in government hospitals is done by nurses and ward boys. Doctors walk in, give instructions and go away as there are many patients to tend to. The ward boys understand this and try to pocket anywhere from rupees 20 to 200 to get things done because they are also paid a pittance." So this government releases 5,000 crores by their own admission. God alone knows where it's going.
Rahul, this gentleman who's come on behalf of the party as a spokesperson, he should confess today that he's going to resign from this party because of these shameful actions.
Why would
should
he?
put in his resignation.
Why would
and
he,
he
sir?
should protest that he doesn't want to be
How can
in a
he?
party like this,
You are
which
crossing your
cannot
limits, you are crossing your
perform.
limits, Mr.
Because you
Mr.
have
Mishra, you are
failed
crossing
to
your
deliver.
limits.
You
have
should
failed
be
to
resigning.
deliver.
He's not
You have
crossing
failed
his
to
limit.
deliver.
Put in your papers
You have failed
in
to deliver.
protest.
Mr. Mishra, you are crossing your limits.
Why?
You have failed to deliver.
Crossing his limit?
If
You
if
should
the wheelchair is
resign.
not
You should
available,
say that
if the
under
wheelchair is
protest
not
I
available in
resign.
the hospital.
Because you should be shameful.
And
you
you
should
are
feel
shouting as if
shameful
you are-
to be aligned with a
It's not
political
a
party
question
like
of
this.
shouting. I can shout louder than you. I can shout louder than
You have no right. You have no right to
not the
collect
case.
taxes. You have no right
That's not the
to.
case.
You have no right to spend
I said
even a
this is
rupee of a
most
taxpayer.
unfortunate.
You have no right to spend
I said
that.
this is
You
most
have no right to
unfortunate
spend that
incident.
money. You have no right
said
to
this
spend.
is
You
most
can't give a
unfortunate
wheelchair.
incident.
You can't give a wheelchair.
What right
You
you have to
can't
talk?
give a wheelchair.
What right you have to talk?
You can't donate a wheelchair to a hospital. What are you talking about? You are
What
trying to
I'm saying
defend.
is,
You are trying to defend
wheelchairs are
yourself.
available in the
You should have
hospital.
said, I'm
Wheelchairs
going
are
to
available
donate
in the
100
hospital.
wheelchairs. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to give 100
It's not that
wheelchairs. You should have
it's not
announced
that-
that.
it's not that
You
wheelchairs
should have
are not
announced
available in the
100
hospital.
wheelchairs donated to
It's
the
not
hospital.
wheelchairs are
You
not
should have
available
announced
in the
that.
hospital.
You
Wheelchairs
should
are
have
available
announced
in the
that.
hospital,
Today,
and
just
every
now.
day-
Just now you announced
Every day,
that.
not less than 500 patients
Just
are
now
visiting
you
the
announced that.
hospital.
Just now you announced. Just
Okay.
now you should announce that.
Let me tell you.
You are going to
You
donate
can't
500
speak whatever
wheelchairs
you
in
want.
Hyderabad.
You can't show your anger. On
No, no,
the-
let me tell you, sir.
Can't show your anger.
I
on
can
the-
No. You call yourself a
I
responsive
have a
government,
freedom
and I'm
of
asking
speech.
you this
I have
question.
a
This
freedom
same
of
hospital, 21 people died. 21 people died.
freedom of
No, no, listen to me.
Under the able leadership
Mr.
of
Bhanu,
the-
please
the-
listen to me, sir.
Not
Please
even a
listen to
single
me.
corruption.
Another hard fact
Not
up
even
front.
a single-
120 bed facility
You
was
are-
under a cloud
you
when
are
as
making
many as
aspirations
21
against the
people
patient.
died after the
You
hospital
are
witnessed
making
a power
aspirations
cut.
against the patient.
It's a hospital of horrors.
Corruption
People go there to probably die.
Leader. or
Excuse
against
me.
our Ministers or against our MLAs.
Bhanu
last
Prasad,
3 years.
Mr. Bhanu Prasad, the whole country should be against your MLAs. You should not be occupying 1 crore bungalows. You should be out on the streets helping your citizens. Look at what you have done.
Yes,
You've
you are
reduced
out
this
on the
man
street.
to beg for his dignity
All our leaders
for
are
100
out on the
rupees.
street.
And sir, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Wheelchairs.
You should be ashamed of
Donate
yourself. You shouldn't be
wheelchairs.
defiant here. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let me read out another hard
Wheelchairs from
fact.
your own money, not
Last
taxpayers'
3
money.
years,
You take money from taxpayers, their hard-earned salaries, and you give them humiliation.
Chief Minister,
You can't give a wheelchair and you
Look
are
at these
making
pictures.
aspirations against the patient.
Look at these
Shameful.
pictures.
You are making aspirations against the patient.
Being the
Shameful you are.
youngest state, we have achieved that.
You are
This
shameful.
is the reality of
You
this
are making
hospital.
aspirations against the patient.
Look at the reality of this
Telling me
hospital.
He's doing it with design.
The wheelchairs are available.
These are the pictures from this hospital. Look at the reality. Look at the way the
You are
patients
making
are
aspirations
in this
against the
hospital.
patient.
Mr. Bejon Mishra, 1 second, sir. Mr. Mishra, 1 second. 1 second, Mr. Bhanu Prasad. Mr. Bhanu Prasad, calm down. Don't get so overhyped and excited. Look at the pictures on your screens. These are the scenes from within this hospital, this chest hospital. Look at the abysmal conditions, overcrowding, people loitering around in the wards, filth, squalor, and a man who is walking through the reception on a tricycle that belongs to his son.
Rahul,
Come on.
Instead of sympathizing with patients, instead of sympathizing with patients, he is making a patient look to be a villain. He is making a patient look like a villain. He
May
should be
God
ashamed
help
of
you,
himself.
sir. May God
Instead of
help
trying
you.
to sympathize for a patient,
May
instead of
God
showing
help you,
good
sir.
gestures for a patient,
May God help you.
He is trying to.
May God help you, sir. This is the same hospital when 21 people died
Nobody
after
will
the
help
hospital
this
witnessed a
person.
power
Nobody
cut.
will help this
help
person.
us. God also will help the person who is doing their work.
Yeah, we can see.
Nobody will
Certainly
help
not
the
you,
person
sir.
who is doing
Certainly not
their
you.
job.
You're not doing your job by your
person
own
who is doing
people.
their job
Look at
will
this.
also definitely help.
Look at this. Gandhi Hospital, Hyderabad, ward boy asked money for wheelchair. The patient doesn't have it and then decided to carry his child's toy cart. Can you imagine? And you're sitting on national TV and laughing? And you are making a mockery, sir?
And instead of sympathizing, Rahul, instead of sympathizing to them and saying sorry, he's trying to make him a villain, a patient a villain. How dare he does that? How dare he does that?
He's done it. Because he thinks he's above it all. He lives in 1 crore house.
A patient is suffering.
Look at how-
patient is suffering.
Look at
and
how
you are trying
arrogance-
to make him look like as if he's a villain.
This is a face of
he's trying
arrogance
to
of power.
design.
He's the face of arrogance of power. And we have a situation here today where instead of coming out and saying, I'm really sorry, this will never repeat itself again, these scenes will never play out again.
Exactly.
Because I make a commitment on behalf of my fellow MLAs and MPs and government that I will go back to my chief minister and I will shake him up and say, Mr. KCR, instead of running to temples donating gold and silver, why don't you go to the temple of democracy,
Give
which is your
wheelchairs,
house,
donate wheelchairs.
which is your legislature, and do something for the people and ask them for forgiveness.
Two are totally different.
Tell me.
Donating to a temple and
Yeah.
No, they're not
donating to a
different.
temple
They're not different.
arranging proper amenities in hospital.
Donating
These two
to a
are totally
hospital
two
is
different
same.
things. Two different
Hospital is
aspects.
also a temple.
So, for each and every hospital,
No, they're not.
in last 2.5
They're not.
years, we are trying to develop. See, for last 6 decades, the previous governments could not do anything. We came into power.
You can't
we have
give a
changed the
wheelchair.
scenario
You
of the
can't give a
hospital.
wheelchair.
We have improved the
You can't give a wheelchair.
conditions, but still there are some problems. We are not saying that there is no problem at
You
all.
can't give a
We are not
wheelchair.
saying
What
that
have you
we have
improved?
changed the
What have you
entire
improved?
thing.
You can't give a wheelchair.
Pardon. No. We have wheelchairs. We have
You can't give a wheelchair. What
you are saying
improvement
is
have you
wrong.
brought?
We have wheelchairs. We have wheelchairs. But
Then
the
why was
system
it
is
not made available? Why was it not made available?
Administrative system last
Why
year
was it
there.
not made available?
But still we have wheelchairs. We have number of wheelchairs available there in the hospital.
So take onus.
The only thing
Take
is,
the responsibility.
one attender might
Take
have
the
done some mistake.
responsibility.
One attender
Take
might have done some
responsibility.
mistake. One attender might have done
Take
some mistake.
responsibility.
Yes, we agree. We are,
No,
we are
take
agreeing it's our
responsibility.
mistake.
You should become
We are agreeing that it is our
You
responsibility.
should become responsible.
We are agreeing
You
that
should
it is
become
our responsibility.
responsible.
But at the same time,
You should
but at
become
the same
responsible.
time,
You
it
should
takes
take the
time to
onus.
change
You
the
should say
administrative
sorry.
system.
You
It
should say
takes
sorry
time
today.
to change the system.
You should say sorry today.
It is not.
You should say
changed
sorry
in an
today.
overnight system.
3 years they have been in power,
We have
3
to
years.
change
Say
the
sorry
entire
today.
And they
in
couldn't
the political
change
system.
the
Last
reality,
2.5
the
years.
apathy
Last 2.5
that
years, we
that
have curtailed the
dehumanizes
political
patients.
corruption in this state.
That's what
And
this
we are
comes
also
down
going
to.
to
3 years
say
of
sorry.
complete apathy, complete
administrative
disregard
also
for the
will
tax-paying subjects
definitely will go into
of
that line.
Telangana.
And we will see
And
that
I can tell you
each
one
and
thing,
every
that
person
nothing
in
is going to
this
change,
state
because
will
if
do
this
also
MLA is
say
anything to go by, the government is in complete denial mode. They are only bothered
should say
about
sorry.
building houses for themselves. KCR is going to get, the chief minister is going to get a home worth 40 crores.
First of all, we are not denying.
40 crores.
We are
God
saying
alone
that
knows
it's
what
the
he's
most
planning to put in that house.
unfortunate
40
situation.
crores.
It's most
Each of these
unfortunate
MLAs are going to
what
get a
has
house
happened.
worth
But at
1
the same
crore.
time,
No. 1 crore. They live in bungalows worth 1 crore. These individuals.
Mr.
Between
Rahul,
all of them,
Go and touch the feet of
it
the
comes to
problem.
500
Funds are
crores spent
problem
on
is
their
the question of-
bungalows.
Go and touch
What
the
do they
funds
need?
is not the
problem.
Absolutely.
The
I think
question
I
of
agree
funds
with
is not
Mr.
the problem.
Bejon Mishra. I completely agree with him. This is unacceptable in the India of today. And that individual who calls himself the health minister of Telangana should be sacked forthwith, or should go crawling up to this gentleman and beg his forgiveness, because we have seen a spectacle so shocking, so dehumanizing,
Yes, Mr.
that
Rahul.
nobody
Mr. Rahul.
deserves,
Mr.
no
Rahul.
one deserves, No one deserves to go through this. I'm sorry to say so.
Mr. Rahul,
This
Mr.
was
Rahul,
an
if
absolute
some
eye-opening
attender in your
indignity
panel
that has been
made a
heaped upon
mistake,
your
not
people,
directly- you are
and you are
not
taking their
directly
taxes
responsible.
to build
Definitely
yourselves
you will-
bungalows
you will
worth
take
1 crore, give yourselves
that.
salaries for what? For this kind of performance? I'm sorry, sir. We leave it at that. On India Upfront tonight, I just want our viewers to think twice, especially those in Hyderabad. Think twice the next time you vote for KCR. Think twice. Think twice. Bring him down a peg or two from his 40 crore gilded cage. Think about it. We leave it at that.